In this video, some news, an office lady, and a lot of idols. We love the Idolmaster here, especially the Cinderella girls that we are most fond of. So, while the situation of Idolmaster Cinderella Girls Starlight Stage, or De Resute, where it is currently in this maintenance mode, is quite sad, it is with great delight for us to know that, apparently, the Idolmaster Cinderella Girls General Election is on its way and will be held on August. As a fan, this is incredibly good. The game has been in maintenance mode for quite a while now. It's no longer a moving target, which is good in a gaming completionist sense. But considering this is a live service game, that's not exactly a good thing. It does make you think, does Chihiro-sama still have funding for the servers? Is Chihiro-sama planning to make a glorious comeback and make the Cinderella girls great again? We mean, this is Chihiro-sama we're talking about. She won't be doing this if she ain't making money. Anyway, fans of the Cinderella girls did have a huge concert last end of November 2025 named Once Upon a Stars. It was 4 concerts in total. It was glorious. Too bad we're too poor to be there. But alas, it was supposed to be epic, and maybe one day we can watch it over one of those laser discs or something. There are some that say it's just Chihiro-sama milking the starved Cinderella girl producers. True, maybe. But if Chihiro-sama's piggy bank is happy, CGPs will continue to have their idols' content. Otherwise, Chihiro closes the shop for good, and CGPs will also have to say goodbye to their idols. Permanently. So, going back to the website, we have of course the best girl, Takagaki Kaede. Please vote for her if you will be participating in this year, 2026, Year of Our Lord's Cinderella Girl Election. Getting back on track, that is a really cute touch. If you do not know, among the different branches of Idolmaster, Cinderella Girls has the biggest cast. And that scrolly thing probably has the entire 190 plus. Don't even know anymore. Idols featured in the Cinderella Girls branch. So, it will be a long wait before this thing actually cycles, or before we can see Kaede twice. Even the literally who's and voiceless idols got some new art for this. According to some sources, we already forgot. They all look really good. Anyway, let's see what else is in here. We can't really read Japanese, so we'll cheat a bit and translate using the browser. 15 years of spinning with idols. Lol, that is literally the carousel above. A new history will be written at the end of the light. Is it really the end of the light already? Even Zenshan is being a doomer here. What the fuck? We don't want the Cinderellas to end soon or ever. Anyway, that probably means more like the decision to hold the 15th anniversary Cinderella Girl General Election 2026 has been confirmed. Or something. Of course, we the producers get to vote on which of our Cinderellas will be #1. That is right. Mezaze, Shinderera, #1. Those CDs are old. You feel old yet, brother? Hopefully, we can get Kaede to be the first double Cinderella for the 15th anniversary. There's this video here too, but we'll skip that to avoid the copyright shinani guns. We've been speaking of this Cinderella girl election thingy, but how does it work anyway? That's actually the problem. We don't know how it will work this year. In the previous years, it was done through the game Idolmaster Cinderella Girls Starlight Stage. Of course, we can't find our old screenshots anymore. But you basically log in, play, get some voting tickets, and use that to vote for your idol. Pretty straightforward if you ask us. However, we have previously covered in this channel, and many other people in SNS, that the game is sunset. No more updates, no more new content, no more nothing. Naan, iyada, owarida, it's over. Which highly likely means that the election will not be held in-game. Hopefully not, but whatever. There are some that say it could be done via serial numbers through CD purchases. Hopefully not, we are poor and can't afford that. If it's through a web platform, our Bandai Namco account is ready and waiting. Even worst, if it will be through some local events, there will be no way we can vote for Kaede through that. Suffering. There are some news down here too. Latest one is a kind of a YouTube announcement video. We remember watching it, but nothing registered because we can't Japanese. The second one is a bit interesting because they sort of launched a website for the Cinderella girls. This is very cool and all, but why only now? Or maybe it's a relaunch? Don't know. Can't tell. However, it's good to see that, at least according to this announcement, updates about songs, events, and idols will continue and will be posted here. Let's take a peek. Whoa, that is a lot of idols. Way too many idols if you ask us. No wonder there are some that want to put them into an extraction shooter of some point, with only one surviving. Going back, the other news is basically just real-world ads, which is always cool to see if you're a fan of the series. We can't really tell how effective this is for getting new bloods, but hopefully, it at least pulled on the heartstrings of former producers that moved to other fandoms. Now, in preparation for the Cinderella election, they have this music series thing. Basically, for all the 190-ish idols, they record and edit the character, Komu. What's a better way to describe it? Character story? Visual novel? And upload it to YouTube. For what it's worth, any content is good at this rate, to be honest. It's kind of sad though, it's not voiced. Somehow the 2012 series of CDs are kinda better. But if you can read it, maybe, we can't so. Yeah. They also have a quick history lesson here about the previous Cinderella girls' elections. Let's do a quick, feel-old trip. The first Cinderella girl was Irie, back in 2012. That was more than a decade ago now. Ranko is still one of the best girls, but she was the best back in 2013. Don't think we ever did a full combo for Kageyaku Sekai no Mahu after all this time. Kaede is there too. Shibirin is still the meta when it comes to anime high school girls, and was the Cinderella for 2014. She literally has a clone in some anime in the next decade after this. Shuku? Ugh. We're never really into Shuku, but Absolute 9 and Tsubomi are exceptional in our opinion. Shuku bros? What's so good about her? 2016, we have Shimamu, the poster girl of the original Cinderella Girls game. That's 2 of 3 for new generations. Take Me Take You is pretty memorable too. Of course, we have our queen Takagaki Kaede for 2017. After inching her way up from the past 2 elections, she finally took the crown. Always will always make you think of the good old days. For 2018, we have the alien Xenos, Yuzumin. She finally managed to escape the underground idol scene and, for the time, hold the ultimate crown of the Cinderellas. She's eternally 17, by the way. Meanwhile, we will never forgive Mio for ruining season 2. We will never forget. We will never forgive. We'll step on her till the end of time. Karen, on the other hand, is good. Had one of the best songs too, with Never Ends. In fact, we think most of Karen's songs are above average. Fumika is the 10th Cinderella. For a bookworm, she has always been popular. Don't remember her song though, not a big fan either. And the latest winner, Eve. The gimmickiest Cinderella that only has her magic on a particular date in December. As a fellow cardboard enjoyer, it's good to have her as one of the Cinderellas. Next chapter is pretty catchy, but not really. Honestly speaking though, we don't even know that we participated in many of these elections, because we can't read Japanese. We just played, clicked on the events, and clicked on the best girl. Not to mention playing on and off due to life and limb. As I close my eyes, I feel it all slip away. Do you feel old yet, producer? Anyway, the main reason why for fans, this is critical, is because of a real, simple reason. The top 5 winners of the election, including the new Cinderella, will be performing on an XR Live. What's an XR Live though? Basically it's the idols doing a live concert. How live is live? We don't really know, nor we can really tell, nor we really care. As long as it's the idols doing the concert, it's good. There are some though that prefer seiyuu, but let's just say we're not part of the Koei Buta crowd. Ever since the Stage 4 Cinderella concert, though, the one where Eve won her crown, we've been convinced that it's better than the typical live we used to have. Can't find the link anymore though. Maybe it was a limited time only thing. It's still a few months till the actual election, and hopefully, Chihiro makes good money out of this and get the Cinderella girls back on top. Yee. Give more copium. We do hope that the Cinderellas don't get the side M treatment, where for the longest time, they don't have a game, have tons of acrylics and CDs. And on that terrible note, it's time to end the show. Good night.